In the previous video, we explored how to operate a Pactus validator, and it was quite straightforward, wasn't it? This time, I want to make a video to dive deeper into Pactus so everyone can get a better understanding of it. Let's get started. Protocol. Pactus is a groundbreaking blockchain platform founded on the core principle that true fairness and transparency can only be achieved through decentralization. Unlike many existing blockchain networks, Pactus is committed to eradicating the risks associated with centralization and manipulation by eliminating the need for delegation and miners. By doing so, Pactus opens its ecosystem to anyone, ensuring that the platform remains authentically decentralized and inclusive. Block in the Pactus. A block is a set of data that contains a header, the certificate of the previous block, and list of the transactions. Once a block comes with a valid certificate, it is committed and added to the blockchain, and the certificate will be included in the next block. A committed block is immutable, and any modifications to the block will invalidate the certificate. Block header. The block header is a data structure in the Pactus blockchain that contains important information about the block. Version is used to track the software or protocol upgrade, and the current block version is set to 1. Timestamp is the time of the block as the number of seconds since January 1st, 1970, Unix epoch. Previous block hash is the hash of the previous block in the blockchain. State hash is the state hash of the blockchain at this block. The state hash ensures that all nodes in the network have the same state. Sortition seed is a verifiable and unpredictable seed data used by the sortition algorithm. Proposer address is the address of the validator who created and proposed the block. Transactions. Each block in the Pactus blockchain contains a list of transactions. The maximum number of transactions in a block is determined by the consensus parameters and currently set to 1,000. The first transaction in each block is the reward transaction. Once a block is committed and added to the blockchain, all the transactions inside the block will be executed. This means that the state of the blockchain will be updated based on the transactions in the committed block. Block hash. The block hash is a unique identifier for each block, which is computed by hashing the following data. Block header data, 138 bytes. Previous certificate hash, 32 bytes. Merkle root hash of transactions, 32 bytes. Number of transactions variant. The previous certificate hash and the Merkle root hash of transactions are included in the block hash to ensure that they cannot be modified. The block hash is used to link the blocks together in the blockchain. FAQ. Is there any empty block in Pactus? There is no completely empty block in Pactus. Each block contains at least one transaction, which is the reward transaction. How are certificates issued? In the Pactus blockchain, a validator called a proposer is responsible for collecting all transactions and creating a block every 10 seconds. The proposer broadcasts the proposed block to other validators inside the committee. Other validators verify the proposed block, and if it is valid, they cast their votes in favor of the proposed block by signing the combination of the block hash and the consensus round. More details about the consensus mechanism can be found in the consensus protocol document. To issue a valid certificate, signatures from validators who hold more than 1/4 of the stake in the committee are required. Once enough votes are collected, the signatures are aggregated and combined into a single signature, and the certificate is issued. How are certificates verified? To verify a certificate for a block, the block hash is computed, and the aggregated public key can be formed using the committers and absentees list. Then the signature can be verified using the aggregated public key and the aggregated signature inside the certificate.